Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Mile High Living. I'm Gina Bellich. We have a terrific show for you today that does include some puppies, and make sure you stick around because we have a giveaway you don't want to miss as well. But first, now that it's a new year, let's start it off right by making sure that our home is in tip-top shape. We begin with our Home Pros segment, and we have a resident HVAC Home Pros in the house, Colorado Discount Heating and Cooling. Joining me is Service Manager Tommy Garcia with all the tips that we need to know. Tommy, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, let's talk a little bit about your company and how long you guys have been in business.
We're coming up on our 10th year.
All right, whole decade.
Whole decade. Heating, air conditioning, indoor air quality, whatever you need.
All right. Let's also talk about how you guys differ from maybe other companies similar to you in the area.
Primarily, I think it's that we focus on our customers. If we take care of our customers, then we take care of our employees. After that, the company will always be taken care of.
Talk a little bit, if you don't mind, about why you got into the HVAC industry.
Since a kid, I've always loved taking apart things and putting them back together and kind of just fiddling with stuff. So now I get to do it every day, taking apart heaters and cleaning them up and putting them back together.
Well, let's talk about heating and cooling. This is something we've all been sitting in our houses for a long time now, right? Just staring at stuff within our homes because we haven't been able to go out and do as much stuff. This is something, my husband and I have this conversation all the time about changing the filters in our home. Okay, give me the scoop on this. How often do we need to be doing this?
Kind of depends on the house. If you have indoor animals or if you are a smoker. So there's different filters rated for different things. Most importantly, you want to make sure it's the right size. So if you make sure that, you know.
The size in terms of the filter for the home or the furnace itself?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's the difference, right? So because that's the thing I don't always understand is, you know, making sure you get the right thing, but then always remembering that we need to go ahead and do it as often as possible, right?
Check them every 30 days.
30 days.
Check them every 30. Most of them are rated for 90, but depending on how much we use our equipment, you at least want to check it every 30.
Now, let's talk about some of the maintenance things I can be doing at my house. Fairly simple stuff. What would you recommend?
Your filter's your biggest one. It's the leading cause of system failure, so make sure you're checking the filter. Other than that, your air conditioner, if you keep your coils cleaned around it, that's going to make sure that it can breathe properly and work as efficiently as possible.
And what is the big stuff, the stuff I need to be calling you guys for?
Well, we can kind of gauge when a system's going to fail. So we want to make sure we check your motors, we check over everything, just to ensure that we can be proactive versus wait until the coldest day for the thing to break down.
Now, some people think that maybe a bigger heating cooling system is better. Is that always the case?
No. If you put a bigger system in the house, ultimately what will happen is it'll cause premature breakdowns. The home actually won't even actually warm up. And along with that is it'll actually, instead of the system lasting 15 to 20 years, will actually go bad between 8 and 10.
Yeah, well, you don't want that either, especially if you spend a lot of money on a big system, right? Thinking, okay, this is a better deal, and then you get it in there, and it's not working as well as you want it to work. Let's also just talk about some of the facts, and this goes back to, you know, this pandemic and being in our homes for the last couple of years. Maybe our routines have changed, and all of a sudden we're staring at things going, wow, this isn't as comfortable as I'd like for it to be, or maybe this isn't working as well as I want it to work. What are some tips, maybe as a professional, that you can give us that kind of helps maximize that indoor comfort in our homes?
Most homeowners don't know that you can add special filters, even humidifiers, to go ahead and help with allergens. It's going to help with, as we know in Colorado, it's very dry. So by adding humidifiers, it will help with cutting down the bloody noses, the dry, itchy skin, all the stuff that we deal with on a daily basis. So stuff can be added to it to go ahead and improve that.
Now, you were telling me before we started you have 3 locations, is that right?
Yes, we have other locations.
Okay. Yeah, throughout the metro area?
Yes.
Perfect. When we start to think about this time of year, is it ever, you know, we're already in the middle of winter. We can still give you guys a call, though, in case anything goes wrong, right?
Absolutely. We're open 24/7. So as we know, things don't break down just between 9 to 5.
Right.
So we need to make ourselves available, and we do.
Okay, Tommy, we appreciate it. Thanks for being here today. We so appreciate that info. And if you want some unparalleled heating and cooling service at unbeatable prices, all you have to do is call the Home Pros at Colorado Discount Heating and Cooling today. They guarantee 100% satisfaction. They are insured, licensed, and bonded. They even offer same-day service. So go ahead and give them a call at this number, 303-566-1090, or visit their website at calldenverhvac.com. They paid for today's segment. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us.